Welcome back, folks. Let's kick a tire on the white knight and let's get started here. We're low on money, but we have some money. We do need to make a little bit more, I think, for today's projects. We got two of them we need to get done. And if we look in the store or in the shop or at the contracts, we have some possibility to make some money on some fertilizer contracts. They're pretty quick, and we could knock a couple out. I'm not going to go insane and do all of them. I want to, trust me, I really want to. One of these days, we'll do a stream where we do a bunch of contracts, so keep an eye out for that at some point. But anyway, I think we're going to try this Lafent out. We're going to borrow the items for 5, and the reason we're going to do 5 is it's right here. So I kind of want to keep an eye on what's going on in this field because I think we're going to buy this field at some point. I'm not sure when, but like I said, want to keep an eye on some fields here coming up. With that being said, this is going to be a little bit different tractor than we used last time. Oh, there we go. And when we fertilize on these contracts, let's take a couple of them big contracts while we're here. We'll accept 140 and 119. I don't think we can accept more than that because I would really like to accept. Yeah, we already have too many actives. Okay, so I think we're going to do 4 of them. But with that being said, when you do these contracts, as you can see, you can use your own equipment, and we're gonna get into doing contracts with our own equipment when it is viable. Obviously, us using our little spreader that we have is not gonna work on these big contracts. It's just gonna take way too long. But when it's realistically possible, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna open the top. We do have some fertilizer over there. I'm gonna buy. Oh, let's check the sales quick. Everything's out of our price range, but some of that would be real handy. We're gonna buy one more thing of. Let's see. Let's get one more thing of solid fertilizer. That should be enough to do all our contracts. And then I'm going to load this up with the Ron, our Bobcat, and then I think we're going to do a fertilizing quick montage here, folks. We are now done with that. Let's go ahead and collect our contracts. I did do a couple more, and the reason was it was just really quick. So let's collect, collect, collect. You see, we have 14 grand, so we're starting to get back into where we can make some money. But then again, right now, of course, we got to go ahead and buy something. So we planted potatoes last week, but I'm pretty sure we need to still roll them. So let's go ahead. I'm not sure. What color roller should we do? I'm thinking orange. Let's do a fancy orange color. Hydraulics color, let's do maybe blue. That might be cool. Let's do blue there. That's not the right blue. That looks like it is the right blue. So let's go ahead and buy these rollers for $2,000. and let's go take them down to the new field here, guys. All right, let's go ahead and unfold these rollers. Let's see, are you gonna unfold? There we go. You're not too fast. That's right. With that being said, I know some of you might be able to hear the whirl of a fan in the background. Um, that is, oh, let's lower. There we go. Let's go ahead and lower. There's not much I can do about it. It's a little bit warm here in the summer, so I don't have the air conditioner on, but I do have the fan cooling the PlayStation because it is warm um, when it gets this warm. With that being said, rollers here, guys. What we're doing with them is we are flattening this out good. And the reason you want to flatten it, a few reasons. If you have rocks, a lot of times it'll push the rocks back into the ground. And then also when you come through with other equipment, whether it's your harvester or other stuff, it's just easier on it, especially on your cutting blades, actually, on your harvester head when you come through to harvest. Now, potatoes, they're harvested a little bit differently, so you don't generally have to worry about that so much. They have their own little process, which obviously we're going to get to see this year. I'm super excited that this is going real well. So, and also it does give a slight yield bonus. I believe the game gives it a 1% yield bonus. So it's not much, but honestly, we need to get all we can when we get, when we're first starting here. So let me go ahead, get this completely rolled. This obviously is only going to take me another few seconds, and then I'll bring you back. Now, even though we have the field rolled, you can see our nitrogen is not good. So we're going to have to fertilize this. And you can see our expected yield is only 84 out of 100%. Here is 71 out of 80. So I think we're going to have to unhook the roller. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use, let's use Spike for this job. We're going to have to bring our spreader over here. And then let's unload. I don't know where it unloaded at. Oh, way over there. Okay, so let's go ahead, open cover. Let's grab Ron here, and we're going to go ahead, grab, let's see here. This is going to be a little bit harder grabbing the bag. They're not straightforward. I didn't buy the bag, if you guys remembered. It emptied out on its own. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to use the tractor but Ron doesn't go high enough. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Boy, our little yard is starting to look like a mess. I think next episode, let's close the cover here. I think the next episode is going to be dedicated to get some sheds here to store some of our equipment inside. We haven't used Spike too much lately, but we're going to use them here for fertilizer, and we're going to watch this yield come up. Also, I don't think our scores have changed yet because we haven't harvested. It hasn't calculated all the work we've done in the field. And to be honest, it might not be that good our first year. So let's turn on. So this, by the way, if you weren't aware, is a fertilizer spreader and a lime spreader. Down the road, I think we'll probably get a more efficient one. But right now, this thing has actually been quite handy to us. It worked really well on the lime, actually. It works really well as a lime spreader. Fertilizer spreader, yeah, I mean, it's getting the job done. But fertilizer spreader, they're generally a lot bigger, so you can normally get a bigger spread on them, just because you're not using up so much. When you're using lime, you're using a lot of liters of lime when you're doing it. Here, we're barely using any fertilizer, so you can get away with getting a bigger spreader on it, like what we use for the contracts. That's what I'm getting at. With that being said, I think I'm going to get this done, and then we'll see where we're sitting after that here, folks. Actually, before I forget, too, you can see um, different types of crops require different types of nitrogen or fertilizer levels. As you can see, this one, the target is 120 kilograms per hectare, which I is not that much as far as I know, because I know grass doesn't require very much or haylage, but potatoes I think is pretty far down there. As you can see, we haven't went through too much at all here, and we'll kind of pay attention on to what crops use how much fertilizer as we continue to go down the road. I think some like wheat use a lot more, if I'm not mistaken. But let's finish this up here and check our yields. Now, as you can see here, we're at 99 out of 100. And over here, we're at 79 out of 80%. Obviously, different soils give you different amounts. Now, if you don't have precision farming, you won't have different types of soil. You'll just see the expected yield amount. And before I forget, that actually is in field info. That's you want on. And that way you get the stuff on the bottom right. With that being said, we are missing 1%. And the reason we're missing 1%, I'm 99% sure we didn't mulch the crop before this. That being said, we didn't have this field, the crop before it. And we'll see if our environmental scores go up. So our environmental scores, just as a touch up for you guys, it basically scores you on how efficient you are with your farming. Obviously, we're not going to be very efficient with our small equipment and stuff like that, and we're not like using slurry or whatnot. I'm hoping I haven't done it with this small equipment. If it doesn't go down, I'll be really happy. That's my goal. Now, this is like we talked about from the rest of the map, the ditches or whatever. I can't change that score. And right here, this is going to stay the same because that's our yard, our farm yard. And in the next episode, too, guys, we definitely got to take a look at getting sheds. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to focus on here. And I hope we get a contract for something besides fertilizing. Although I don't mind doing the fertilizing. I'm just saying it'd be nice for you guys if we got to see something else, like maybe seeding or something. Anyway, guys, I will see you in April. Have an amazing day. Our field is now ready to go. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good one.